Topics, a podcast for women in midlife and beyond. Here at Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, we talk about anything and everything to do with midlife. My name is Colleen.
My name is Bridget.
And we are excited today to introduce a new member of the Hot Flashes and Cool Topics family, and her name is Melissa Meyers. Melissa is going to be what we call her the midlife lifestyle expert for Hot Flashes and Cool Topics. She's going to be coming on periodically through the year to talk about new products, new fashion trends, things for women in our demographic that she is a lifestyle blogger. She is a brand representative for many brands, and she's does the research for us. So when she's recommending things, we can say, okay, she's already tried 20 other ones, and this is the best one.
Right.
So she has a website called The Glow Girl, and the website address is actually theglowgirllife.com. And she is considered one of the most stylish 55-year-old women on Instagram. She has a very large Instagram following. She's the founder and creative director of the lifestyle blog, The Glow Girl. She is LA based as a social media influencer and content creator. But more importantly, she's got about 15 years of covering beauty, wellness, fashion, and lifestyle, and wants to take that experience to empower women in midlife and beyond to feel and look our best. And that's what resonated with Bridget and I. When we were looking for someone who was going to help share information with our listeners and our followers, we wanted to make sure that that person wanted people to feel the best version of themselves, not the best version of Kim Kardashian or the best
or someone else, you know,
but the best
of
version of
themselves.
themselves.
Yes. Yeah. And you will hear when in our interview with her, how she really does test these products.
Absolutely.
She really tries them. So you will hear about how that works and the process that she goes through. So, you know, it'll take a while for her to write a specific blog on a specific product or any type of product, because she really takes the time to try them out to see how they do work. If it's going to take 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 3 months to see results, she takes the time to do that. So I have this interview, which just had so much great information, and I was so excited about it that I am like, after we finish this, I'm getting on her website and I'm looking for some of those products. And I'm so excited that we will have her, you know, periodically on the show, because it's going to come out, you know, seasonal things, new things are going to come up, new products are going to be developed, just especially in this time too. Just her fashion advice for this time, involving comfort and looking great too. I just
comfy chic.
I just loved all of that. But just, you know, it covers such a gamut. It's your home. It's your mind, your body, your mind, body, soul, fashion, how you feel. But it does. It covers so much that I was so excited to talk to her. And I think you're going to really enjoy this talk. So we're going to go ahead and let her, unless you want to add anything else, Colleen.
No, I would just say don't panic about getting a piece of paper and pen, because all this information will be on our links in the show notes on her website and the discount codes that she has. So don't panic feel free to listen to this episode as many times as you like.
That's right.
But don't panic about writing everything down, because we will have the information for you.
Right.
Welcome back to Hot Flashes and Cool Topics. Today is a special day. We are introducing our midlife lifestyle expert. Yay! Welcome Melissa Meyers to the show. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, thank you for having me. This is so exciting.
Well, we are excited to have your expertise shared with our listeners. And as we mentioned in the intro, we had been looking for someone to connect with that we felt could really represent our demographic of women. And when I saw your website and you talked about focusing on empowering women to be the best version of themselves and to age gracefully, Bridget and I are both like, bingo, we have the
we found her.
Yes. So, you know, you have you're a lifestyle blogger and you have the social media following, but I kind of wanted to start with, how did you start all this? How did this all come about?
Oh, that's an interesting question. First of all, I started out in New York, and I had a business called Ask Melissa. And it was really a homegrown business. Everyone was asking Melissa, where do I get my hair highlighted? Where should I get my mom for her birthday? I was just that go-to girl in town, like kind of like your best friend, but I loved sharing all my secrets with all my friends. And sometimes people like to keep those under the cuff, but I was one of those people that I just like would broadcast it. In fact, so much so that sometimes I would get the people so busy who I recommended, I couldn't even get an appointment with them. So yeah, that happened too. So anyway, I just started a newsletter, and my husband said, oh, you should call this business Ask Melissa. So that grew into Page Daily, and which was, I don't know if you remember Daily Candy. It was like this online resource for just everything that was like new and hot. The ladies started in New York. And by the way, I lived in New York. I'm born and raised in New York. So this was back in New York before I moved to LA. And then I ended up starting Page Daily of your favorite magazine every day with all the tips, tricks, and product picks to look and feel your best. So I covered lifestyle, I covered beauty, fitness, travel, celebrity. I had a segment once a month on the Today Show. It was the Weekend Today Show in New York, where I would go on as a lifestyle expert. And I'm sure you've seen people like Jill Martin. They go on and they present different products that they love and they share with everybody. So I did that as well. And the business really grew. And I ended up having 12 employees and 28 interns. And it was an online magazine. But all of a sudden, number one, burnout. Number two, the business model was changing, and the advertising model and the CPMs were going down. So it was at one point very successful, but then it was very, very difficult to break even. And I had salaries to pay and all of that. And then my husband and I were talking, we said, we really just want a change of lifestyle altogether. So we picked up our family, and it was kind of a crazy thing, and we moved to Los Angeles. So my daughter was 15 and my son was 12. So, thinking my daughter was having a hard time in 10th grade with that. But anyway, I started to see all of these women around LA, Melrose Place, all the hottest streets in West Hollywood, shooting themselves or having these photographers shoot them. And then everybody was talking about bloggers, influencers. And this is now like 8 years ago. And it wasn't really a household name to be an influencer, but I was plugged into that field. So I was paying attention. And I noticed there was nobody in my age group doing this, or nobody doing it well. And I was on Instagram every day, and I was immersed in this business. And I said, you know what, I am going to take a shot at this. So I ended up shutting down Page Daily. I couldn't work. Had the main office here, but it was very difficult to manage all the people in New York. So I ended up closing that and then starting this new blog. It was just under my name, Melissa Meyers. And then the blog took off. And then I said, you know what, I really want to brand this. So I figured the Glow Girl would be such a great way to encompass the brand. And, what is a better name than to look and feel your best at any age or stage? So that's how the business really started. And now I'm working with big brands such as Clinique. I work with Blue Cross. I work with Ritual Vitamins. I mean, tons of brands on sponsored posts. And I'm just like loving it because I'm living the life that I want to lead. And at the same time, that's my work every day. So if it's one tip I can give women for reinvention is find your passion, go with it, and then keep working at it. And, I think that there's a good chance something will happen, especially today for women. It's a great time.
Were you always like that as a kid even? Like, were you always attuned to what was going to be the next hottest thing?
Oh,
always.
I was on the pulse and triple type A personality. My parents used to say, you're the most disciplined kid I know, because I took classical piano, ballet, and then I didn't just take it to that. I went to the ends of the classic. I would perform in recitals, and then ballet, I made it to toe, and I was trying out for the Nutcracker. So everything it's just a lot of it is my personality. It's very driven. And, there are a lot of, obviously you can't always be that way. And there's times I'm exhausted, and you have to take care of yourself too, and not just drive all the time. And that I've learned over time. And I really practice a lot of methods such as box breathing, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but you take hold for 4 seconds, breathe out. That really has helped me slow down and, you know, some other things. Like now I like Palo Santo, and I like candles and crystals and all that stuff. You know, I do a lot of things to stay centered, but my personality overall is pretty driven. And, you know, but it pays off.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
It sure does. Yeah.
And it so much of that resonates with what we do on this podcast, because we started this podcast because we felt like there was this area of women demographic that were largely ignored. And we wanted to be that voice of saying, no, you are heard, you are seen, and connect with other like-minded women like yourself. So it really does resonate, I think, with our listeners, definitely with us.
It's to find the community of women, because there's so many of us.
Right.
And sometimes it just doesn't seem that way. It seems like, you know, once you hit 50 or menopause, it's like, where are these women? But
right.
you know, and great that we can all band together and also spread the message to other women and inspire them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, we talked about the fact that you now have the Glow Girl website, which is, you write blogs on there, you have recommendations for makeup and clothing and all these different things. So we will definitely have that linked on our show notes and on our website and all that stuff. But we kind of had some questions that we thought about that we wanted to ask you. So one of the first things that we were thinking about was, you know, this is going to be coming up towards the holidays, but this is a different holiday. People are not going to be going out looking to, you know, go to dinners and out to
or
shows,
the parties, office parties, yes, and things like that.
So what are some of the holiday things you would recommend for women in our demographic that they would love to have?
Well, I'm a huge lover of cashmere, and these days you can get affordable cashmere. Oh, there's my husband. He's just taking some photos here.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, some video and stuff. Well, some of the things that I really love are like cashmere sweatsuits, because you can hang out in them at home, and at the same time you can go out and do some errands, run to the grocery store. So there are a few that are reasonable right now by Everlane and the Dom. Those two are great. And by the way, I put all of this stuff on my website and my blog, so it's up there. And a lot of times I offer discount codes that you can't get anywhere else on full price merchandise. So, you know, on the blog, we can go through that later. But that's one of the things. And then there's a lot of things. For example, there are candles by this company called Roy at Sea. And the reason why I love these candles is look at the shape. Look at the
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a big candle. It's not going to burn out too quickly.
No. These are $95 and they're fantastic.
Wow.
This is Malibu, but they make like about 30 or 40 cents.
I think my husband got one sent to him actually from a place where he's a board on. It was Washington. He just got it the other day. Yeah.
Because they're in all of the most luxurious spas worldwide, even in Dubai, like everywhere. And the home office is in LA. And I just met with a woman, and she's fantastic. And these are just great. They make great gifts, and they're also very relaxing when you light them.
Are they soy-based or?
Yes, they are.
They're soy-based. Okay.
Another thing that might be good for the times right now is experimenting with some CBD, not psychoactive products, but CBD products that I love. And there's a company called Winged, WINGED, and they make a full line of products, which I love. But I love these sleepy gummies. They make gummies, they make skincare, they have a youth serum that I love, and they're all reasonably priced, but the scents are out of this world. I wrote a whole blog on them, and it's just, I really love their products. So they make gift sets, which I like. And another beauty or self-pampering, self-care type of product that I love is Beauty Counter. So I love the Beauty Counter products so much, I was buying them. And then I was approached by someone, and they said, you know, you might as well become a representative for Beauty Counter because you try so many products. And I said, oh, well, I can't do that because, you know, it's a conflict. And then it ended up, what ended up happening is I just picked my favorites from the line, just like I would curate any other lines.
Right.
So a new line that just launched from Beauty Counter is called Counter Time. And they offer gift sets right now. And actually, they're running a special right now, and I'm sure they'll be running them, throughout the year. But I announced that as well on my platform.
Right.
I love their cleansing balm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their cleansing balm that gets all the makeup off, and it smells so good.
That's great. The wipes are great.
Oh, I'll have to try those. I'm always looking for
Yeah,
good wipes.
yeah. I mean,
we'll have all this, don't worry about writing notes. We will have all the links to your page on our website and show notes. So
right. But I am doing a holiday gift guide. I'm posting it on December 2nd, so people can, check for that. I also have a newsletter that comes out every week where I write a blog covering lots of tips and tricks, a lot of tips for women 50 plus, but for women in general who want to look and feel their best.
Absolutely. And you answered one of my questions with the cashmere like jogging suit, because I was going to say, at these times you're indoors, sometimes you just feel blah because you're just not getting dressed up nice, but the cashmere jogging suit sounds great. Just like you said, you could run out, do an errand, but still be comfortable in your home. And I love Everlane. I love, my son lives in, we've gone to the one in Santa Monica. Is it on, what's the big street? Abbot Kinney? Yeah, Abbot Kinney. And
that's Venice, yes.
At the Venice. I couldn't remember where it was. Yeah.
You just remember going.
I just remember going, being happy. Yeah.
So you'll have a holiday list on your website of.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll post it on our Facebook group as well. And Facebook.
Oh, that would be great. Because,
absolutely.
There's this new company that makes these gloves. They're called Wonder something. I don't know. They're these new gloves that you can take with you, and they're fantastic. So you can go to the gas station, the grocery store with them, and then they have a little bag that you can put once they're dirty and wash them, and they're very chic.
Good.
I was trying to see, I thought I knew what the Romeware, is that Romeware? No.
I did write it down somewhere.
We'll figure that one out. But
we'll get on your page and
exactly. But also leading into that conversation of new products, we are always looking, for new products for women in midlife and beyond. We've connected in November. We are showcasing certain new products like State of Menopause, which is great. I know you also are connected with them.
Oh, I worked with them and I love.
Aren't they great?
I actually have a product right here that I love. It's their cooling gel moisturizer. Not sticky at all. And I'm always like, my husband always jokes. He's like, "This is so funny because now you're the one that's lowering the thermostat all the time. You were always raising every single night." He sneaks it. We literally bicker every night about the temperature. So.
Yeah, that's us. That's
yeah.
They have some great cooling sprays. Their body cream is great.
The oil, CBD oil. I'm a big fan of CBD products, infused products. I feel like I have found so many of them to be great. In fact, I am writing a CBD article, which is going to highlight all of my favorites. And I've been trying, I would say over the past 8 months, I'd say almost close to 80 different brands because I have to space it out. When I buy things, I have to space out the time just so I can give it time to see how it works.
That's true. I know as a representative, you get a lot of products, and that's an interesting question. Like, how do you space it out so you can actually see if the response to that product is for that particular product?
It's a great question because people ask me that all the time. I do unboxings on my stories, and I don't know if you guys are active on stories. I find that a lot of my friends say that they don't really look at stories, but I wish they did because when they ask me what's going on, I say, just look at my stories. Where's the button? I don't understand the stories, but hopefully more and more women our age will be, more comfortable using the story function and reels and all that stuff. But, and I actually have it on my highlight reel because people do ask so much. So I posted it on there. So what I do is as soon as I get my products, I give everybody the courtesy of an unboxing because I'm thankful that the companies are sending me the product. But then after I go through and I smell and I feel the texture and if I don't like that from minute one, I mean, it could be the best product in the world, but if the smell is yucky and the texture just doesn't feel right to me, then, and I do like a patch test on my hand to make sure that I'm not sensitive to it, and it goes in the no pile. And let me tell you something, a lot more go in the no pile than the yes pile, but I have to figure out a way how to differentiate. So there are enough products out there that can have a wonderful scent, a wonderful texture, and be effective at the same. That's my opinion, and something that you can just open up and love. Like every time I put on this Beauty Counter face cream, it's whipped, it feels great, it has no scent, I love it. And, I mean, there's another company called Fortuna Skin. This is a face oil. This is so unique. Goop now carries the entire line, and this is just, they source everything from Italy, from all these natural fields in Italy, and I just find this to be a standout product from scent, feel, Gucci Westman. I mean, that's another thing. She was the lead makeup artist for all the runway shows, and I interviewed her back when I lived in New York, and then she launched her own line called Westman Atelier, and this is clean beauty, which I'm a big fan and advocate of. This is, you can see I used a lot of it. This is their highlighter. But, I tested, 20 highlighters, and I would do one for a week. This I use on my eyes. I use it over here. I can even show you right now how beautiful this texture is. I don't know if you can see, but it just adds such a
bit of a
highlight.
A glow for a glow girl. Yes.
So beautiful. So, this product as a highlighter stands out among other products that are a powder that go on and like you have like a streak of highlight. So it's just, I'm very, very particular, and I'm just curating, the best of the best. And that's, and then I report on it. And because it's my passion, and I've always been what my dad used to call a marketer's dream, because as a kid, I'd spend, so I worked at a shoe store, and then I would spend all my allowance literally on products at the drugstore. I would come back with a variety of different products, and, that was it.
But that's really helpful, because a lot of women don't have the time to be trying all the products. So if someone in our demographic is saying, listen, I've tried 20 different this is the best one, and that helps a lot.
A lot of them are cakey. A lot of them, just, they smell funky. I don't know. By the way, there are cult products, and I'm not going to mention them here, but there are cult products that people love that I don't love. And because maybe they have a very strong scent. But I will say, this is a cult product. The scent is very strong. Like there are ways around it, but I don't typically write about them then also. I mean, there are times that I will, because some people are like, I love this product, you haven't written about it. It's it's saved my skin. So I will say, I'll come out. People are going to my platform for my opinion. So if you want to get other opinions, they can go to Allure, they can go to Vogue, they can, there's other resources that Mind Body Green that also, share their opinions. But mine is hyper curated and probably focused for women who are 40 plus and who really, really want to look and feel their best and make a difference. Because I have a lot of little tricks. Like, for example, there's a product that I like. It's called New Brow, and I've been using it. One of the things that women always, when they're over 40, their hair gets thinner, their brows get thinner. Well, that's the first, that when you look at a face that has a thinner brow or thinner hair, right away, that person looks a little bit older than a younger person. So I've been using this, and I've been using it for the past 2 months. My brows doubled. I barely need to pencil them in now.
Wow.
They doubled in the amount of hairs. In fact, so much so, I'm now tweezing them again, because I got a little underneath here, and like, I'm tweezing hairs. There's hairs up here. So I know it works.
And that's New Brow?
It's called New Brow, yeah. And there's a supplement company, and it's called Hush and Hush. And this is called Deeply Rooted. And these by far, and I've tried others for 3-4 months at a time, over the past 2 years to see which hair supplements really work and really, you know, do best. I mean, I have thousands of baby hairs that grow in. My hair, I'm 55 years old. I mean, I've got a head of hair, but a lot of it has to do, I mean, of course, we have to say genetics play a role, but I've noticed a big difference since taking the Hush and Hush. I now have my hair back that I had when I was in my 30s, you know, the thick ponytail, which I did not have. I was losing hair. It was coming out in the shower. It was like, you know, I was stressing out about it. So just another, you know, another good one to know about.
Okay.
So I really do I test them out on myself, and then I report. I'm like, I'm a journalist. I'm a beauty and a lifestyle journalist. And I feel like I'm a journalist first. And then, you know, after that, I'm an influencer and a blogger, although that's what people know me for, because that's what's taken off. But that's,
you do thorough research, and you do your own research and see how it works on you. I think that's fabulous. That's great.
And it's really helpful for women, I'll say, in our age range that just don't want to have to try 20 products to find out which one works.
who has the money?
Right. Exactly.
You know, and a lot of my friends say to me, they're like, you know, you're so lucky that you get this stuff sent, because would you actually go and buy and spend thousands of dollars on products to see which one is best? I said, no. I said,
no.
Probably a handful, but like now I have lots of companies that find me also through Who What Wear, because I write a beauty article and a fashion article, sometimes even two. I contribute every month, so they cover me, my opinions on what I'm wearing, all the products that I like the last beauty article I wrote was my nighttime ritual from fall to winter, which lists a lot of my favorite nighttime products that I use.
Can you share a couple of those? Because I think you just attracted the listeners to say, wait a second, nighttime winter?
Oh, yes. So let me see if I have any here. I think, oh, I do. Okay.
And you have a list of certified products on your website that you like to use as well.
Oh, I have. So I decided to create a Glow Girl certified list, and it's kind of like an awards list, a best of. So every time I am crazy about a product, that goes on the list. So it's not every single product that I write about and talk about, but those are the stars. So those are like this, like if the company tomorrow told me they would never send me another one, I would buy it 100%. I have to keep getting this product. So I love Goop Jeans, just came out. Well, Goop, it's called Goop Jeans. This is brand new. This is their new eye cream, but they have an entire line. They have a face cream, which I've been using too, same line, and also a body butter, which is phenomenal. It's all-in-one night nourishing cream. I use this under my eyes at night. I also use once a week, you know, the CO eye patches?
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen CO. So I sleep with those once a week. I mean, I wish I could do it more, but I like to use my serums and all my things under my eyes, and you can't use serum when you use them, but those are great. Exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. That is a huge tip of mine. I love this one by Coola. So you can see right here, this is their facial exfoliation. It's just the texture of this one. It's the perfect grain. It has a tropical smell. This is a real winner.
Okay.
What was the name of that one again?
This is Coola.
Coola. Okay.
So for the listeners who can't see it, they're gonna say, "Oh, Coola." Okay.
But they can go and get they can get the full list, you know, just from looking on my blog. And I have all the articles. They're actually separated by beauty, by fashion, lifestyle. So you can go wellness, health and wellness, because I'm big into supplements, and I talk about that all the time. And one of the supplements. Well, I'll finish this one. Okay, this is just this favorite vitamin C serum. So it's called Ayurvedic, and it's expensive, but the scent, and it's my favorite. I love it. I can't say enough.
I'm a huge vitamin C serum person, so I will be checking that out after.
Exactly. And then I use, the Beauty Counter makes those wipes. So you know how like everybody uses the Neutrogena wipes?
Yes.
And they're the best. But I was determined to find an alternative that mascara that would be clean. And it was so hard. All the ones that I tried, it was like, okay, the mascara's not coming off.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty Counter does make makeup remover wipes. They come in like a little black container, and they're very similar to the Neutrogena wipes. They smell great, and I use those as a first line of fire for removing my makeup, which, by the way, I do double, triple cleansing sometimes. And the cleanser that I love, my favorite one is by Pai, Pai. They have an oil cleanser, and they also have a cream cleanser. Fantastic for sensitive skin. It passes my white towel test, which is when I use a cleanser, and I wash the cleanser off, and I take a white towel, put it on my face, and there should be no makeup on it. So
wow, you're courageous. Okay.
That's great to know. Yeah.
You have to do like, the white first with then the oil cleanser and then the cream. So, it's a process. Not everybody wants to have, do all of that. So then I would say just use one cleanser, use the Pai cream cleanser.
Okay.
But there's a supplement that I wanted to talk about too.
Sure.
It's not part of the nighttime routine, but it's a supplement. It's called True Niagen, and it's nicotinamide. It's a form of vitamin B3, and I have found such a difference in energy. I mean, it's just one of those things. Take 2 a day, and it increases. It actually, it does something with your muscle replacement reflex. I don't like the science behind it, but I did write a blog on it, so I have much more information, and I offer discount codes and all kinds of things for a lot of these supplements, including Hush and Hush, which I offer 20% off, and they're quite expensive. So I have discount codes. I have a deals also on a deals highlight on my website. So you can click on the deals, and then all the deals are listed. And if you go on the websites of the companies directly, they won't have the same deals. So these are like full recap.
That's awesome. Speaking of deals, so let's talk winter fashion and maybe some deals in what's popular right now. And you were talking about the fact that you write articles for Who, What, Where. Can you explain what that is for the people who have no idea?
Who, What, Where?
Yes.
It's an online platform for women of all ages, very fashion forward, and it gives information on fashion, beauty, and I think heavy bent on celebrity as well. Okay. But they now have been very interested in the 50 plus demographic and write quite a bit for women, covering fashion and beauty for women in their 50s. And
that's great.
Yeah. So they reached out to me, I think it was about a year ago, and I had a call with the managing editor there and the editor-in-chief, and we just decided that they said to me they want me to submit an article once a month. Now I do actually Mommy and Me articles with my daughter who's 23. So I do one of those a month, and I do one with another blogger of mine who is great, who actually you should talk to. Her name's Janet Gunn of the Grateful Gardenia. She's great. And I can make the introduction too. If you
great.
Want.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very inspirational. So we do articles together, and I do beauty articles on my own. And like the Nighttime Ritual was the last one. Have the article that always goes viral where my tips on how to look and feel 10 years younger. And I have tons of articles on that, what products I use and what works and what doesn't, and all that kind of stuff. But it's a great resource, and they have millions and millions of followers, and they have a huge online presence and platform. So I highly recommend people checking that out as well.
We'll have that link as well.
Yes.
One of the things that I liked when we were kind of going back and forth and talking about things to talk on this show specifically about is that in your winter fashion, you recommend a lot of anthropology products.
Yes. I love anthropology.
If I could live in anthropology the rest of my life, I'd be happy,
Especially COVID, the drawstring pants. I just went to Anthropology. They're like about $100, maybe a little more, but I literally put on those pants. I have them in camouflage. I have them in khaki. I have them in black. So they're like these really cute drawstring pants, and they look great with like a little slide. I love these slides by Rome. They're very furry. It's an up and coming company, ROAM, roam. They're slides, they're furry, they're chic, they're amazing. And there's another company called Vision Quest shoes, and they make like the Moroccan moccasin style. And the reason why I'm suggesting these is because everybody's kind of wearing these slip-on, slip-off shoes.
Right.
And you know, these are really chic and they look good with our joggers.
Yes. With your cashmere joggers.
They look really
Yes.
good. So
well, as you've mentioned, it's all about comfort chic at this time of this year.
Cozy chic. I did a couple of articles on my blog about cozy chic fashion, and you know, there's tons of stuff like PJ Salvage makes some great sweatsuit sets that are really chic. You know, like bedroom to streetwear.
Right, right, exactly. And women, our demographic, love that.
That's what's happening. Yes.
Terms of fashion, our masks. We can't forget to talk
that's
about.
right. That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least in California, everybody's wearing face masks, but they want to make them look very chic. So there's a company called Gotta Have Face, and they donate 100% of the proceeds to charity.
Oh,
so that's great.
Charity project, and they are super chic. They actually took the shoe inserts from designers like Chanel, Dior, and they repurpose these inserts. So people, their friends have donated all the inserts that, you know, you get the shoes in the bags, and they make masks, and they have little gold chains that they have tons of different chains to patch on. And so you have the little like Chanel over here. I have plenty of them, and they're going up on my blog. And then there's another company called Molly Pepper that makes reasonable, beautiful masks as well. And Ripley Rader, and she has something where every time you buy a mask, there's a mask donated to the healthcare heroes. She makes sparkly masks, which, by the way, those make great holiday gifts. Pink sequin masks, black sequin masks, just really cute.
Yeah, I saw one on your website, and it's like, it looked almost rose gold or that champagne color.
Yes.
That's my daughter's favorite color. So
well, there you go.
Have to get her some
for Christmas.
Yes.
If you had to pick kind of your top 2 or 3 items for a Christmas list, if you were going to, you know, say, here's a Christmas list for women over 50, what do you think some of the top items would be that women want?
Well, I definitely think the sweatsuit, the cashmere sweatsuit, but even a cashmere wrap. So I just wrote about Heidi Wynn, and she's out of New York. She makes the softest cashmere literally that I've ever felt. And she has this wrap, it's in camel. I mean, she has a lot of colors, but the one that I love and I'm wearing is in camel, because camel goes with everything. I also snuggle up with it, like with my magazine or when I'm checking my emails. You can use it as a blanket. You can use it as just a regular scarf, or just like wrap around a sweater or a blazer. Very, very useful piece to have. And it's classic. So I think that people these days are going for things that they really can use. Right. And also a lot of things for self-care. So lots of bath salts. I mean, State of is they make these lavender bath salts that are wonderful. Maybe these gift kits that are from a lot of these, you know, brand new companies that are launching. There's also hair care companies that have come out for women over 50. I mean, not that would be a gift, but that would be, you know, just a great item too. I think if they have kits, I would, you know, love any hair care items myself, but there's a face roller that I really like by Sadara Microneedling. People can't get out to their spas right now. Right. They also make a vitamin C serum that comes along with this, and you do it yourself. You can do it once a week, and it's a tool. Very, very. This is a nice gift because people might not buy it for themselves. The gua sha tool and the face roller. Oops, sorry. Here, the face roller. This stimulates all the fascia in the face, and
you can get those really anywhere. There's so many of them now.
So many, and they're so beautiful. And you know, you could package that with a couple of other things. This is like one of my favorites too, the gua sha tool. And you know, these are just great for massaging in any face oils, like like I would say Fortuna Skin, because they make such beautiful products with gorgeous packaging. to do like a group set from them, or Winged, just the group sets from Winged CBD. I mean, anyone would love that. And their packaging is so pretty. I mean, look at it. You can see they have like hummingbirds, and it's just makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. Those are some great ideas. And
They are, yeah.
we are just so excited that you have joined the Hot Flashes and Cool Topics family. And
Yeah.
you will be sharing. Yeah, well, you're just the fact that you're going to be sharing so much information with women, because it is hard for our demographic to really find things on social media. They're not as comfortable, maybe even like we say, finding the podcast. They're not as comfortable looking and researching, or maybe Instagram or Facebook. But if we're all working together, we make it that much easier for them to find
Well, then we share the tips, and we say, you know, like, because I always say to my friends, they're like, well, how do you know about this? I said, just follow Instagram, look on it, just peruse through Instagram. I said, at this point, you're going to be getting ads every other second for things that are being targeted at you that work and that are great.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and there's something that I actually did an ad for, was this Thrive.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about that. That's like a probiotic, right?
Thrive Gut Health. So they send you a test, and it's like a little poop test, but it's very easy. It's no big deal. And then you return the test, and then they give you this huge report about your own gut biome and what you should be eating, all the foods you should be not eating that don't work with your bacteria. And then they actually do a customized probiotic, which I have now been taking religiously.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because, you know, I think everybody should take a probiotic, but how do you know what the perfect probiotic is? So I really, so far, so good. Really.
How long have you been taking those?
I've been taking them now for like 2 weeks. And I have to say, I mean, this is kind of personal, but not gassy at all.
Oh, good.
Cool.
But no, at our age, you know.
Yeah. Well, you'll find what you're sensitive to, like, you know, your food sensitivity.
And honestly, when you reach a certain age, you just don't care about talking about poop and
everything.
I even said it in one of the videos. I'm like, you just do a simple poop test. Like, you know, it is what it is, you know?
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, thank you so much for all of this. We're going to make sure to have it in the show notes. We're excited that you're going to be coming on from time to time, just sharing your knowledge.
Yes.
All this information, and everyone can find you on Instagram and your website, which is theglowgirllife, right? .com.
The Glow Girl, my website, and my Instagram is Melissa Meyers, Meyers. So, and I also have a newsletter that I really think women enjoy a lot, because then they're kind of reminded, like the information comes into their inbox, and then they're reminded, I say, oh, yeah, I didn't realize that I can do like Thrive Gut. I didn't know about this Thrive Gut Health. I missed it on Instagram or whatever. I didn't see the video. So
it's great hearing from you, because I notice now just on my feeds, I'm getting these different gut test advertisements, but now I know which one you like so far, which one you have tried.
Offering a discount too.
Yes.
There you go. And again, we'll have all that information. We can't wait to talk to you again and see what you recommend after the holidays. But until then, guys, we will talk to you later. Thanks again, Melissa. Thank you so much, Melissa, and welcome to the Hot Flashes and Cool Topics family. We are excited to talk to you about new products and new advice and new skincare and all that fun stuff that you are trying out and then relaying the information to us. But we want to make sure that our listeners and followers know that the three of us are not medical experts.
Right.
When her recommendations are her personal recommendations, and it's from practicing and trying out a lot of products that she gets sent. So she definitely knows what she likes. But again, we are not doctors. We are not experts.
So if there is something that you are taking or you want to take, you will want to consult your physician before you take that.
Right, like the supplements and things like that.
Right. If it's going to interfere with some medication that you're already on, or that your body, you might have an allergy to something, always make sure that you consult your doctor before you do that.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
this is one of those episodes where you really do need to go to the show notes
Yeah.
and find the
Yeah.
information. And those show notes will be on our website, hotflashescooltopics.com. You can
Right.
also email us with any questions, hotflashescooltopics@gmail.com. Please join our Facebook group. It's a private group, but if you go on Facebook and look under groups, you'll look under Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, because we are going to have some of her information there as well. And she might just be popping on periodically to give advice and things like that. So,
Uh-huh.
and recommendations, more than
Right. Well,
advice, more recommendations.
we'll have this episode on YouTube as well. And we'll have links on Pinterest, and check out Facebook, and check out Twitter or
IGTV.
Instagram. Yes, IGTV. So we will, anywhere you can find this episode, check it out.
Right, because this might be the kind of episode where you listen to it and you go, gosh, I wish I had seen the products that she was holding. So just go to YouTube or IGTV and it will have the video of this episode. And you'll be able to actually see when she's holding up a product, what she's talking about.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much, guys. We are excited.
Thank you. Yes, we
And
are.
we are ready to shop, right, Bridget?
That's right. I'm so excited. It's like, okay, let's wrap this up so I can get online and go shopping. So, but thank you so much. Thanks.
Talk to you next time.